Welcome to the Daily Show. I am Russ. This is Chris. It is Monday.
Monday.
And it was a tad bit chilly this morning.
My phone said 24 with a wind chill of 8 and 10.
Now, I'm going to tell you this. At 5:30, I was outside with Stephanie doing the workout. And you know when it's cold. It's cold, but the wind is what makes it bad. This morning at 5:30, I didn't have any wind. So it was cold,
right.
But, it wasn't bad. When that wind's blowing, I ain't getting out of the garage. And that was, I saw my 24, and I was like you. I walked around there, and I went, that's going to, oh, it ain't even blowing.
Yeah, if the wind's not blowing, it's
bad.
rarely seriously cold.
But Tuesday and Wednesday, we're supposed to have a torrential downpour. We're supposed to get 2 to 4 inches of rain.
Man, I wish that had been next week. For the feetball tournament.
Yes, and be ready for that. Be ready for that. And speaking of football, I'm going to put you on the spot. You see the picture here. RG3. Now, we're not Redskins fans, but we're football fans. Now, I'm going to make you be Mike Shanahan. And right there, he goes over. He's kind of running out to the right. He plants. Oh, his knee hurts. He falls. He throws the ball. He gets up limping. Man, he go ahead. Ooh. Coach, what do you do? I mean, he's not 100%.
I am up 14-0.
Correct.
On his passing, on his little scoots outside,
right.
But he is far from 80%.
Right, right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, he ain't even 80%. After you got up, when he went to the sideline,
right,
and it buckled and he took his helmet off, at that point, I go, we're up. I got a good running back. Let me see if Cousins can come in and keep handing it off just like he's been doing and make a few third down plays and try to win. But RG3 goes, that I didn't hurt the team with that. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you heard it.
And Shanahan and them leaving him in. And we got a huge Washington Redskin fan. That's a buddy of ours.
Yes.
I want to ask him. But I think you take a chance of ruining your whole club. I mean, what if it turns into a serious injury because he's hurt?
Right. I'm with you. I'm glad they lost. I was pulling for the Seahawks. I picked the Seahawks, so I'm glad they lost. But they could have won on what you just said, because Kirk Cousins could have managed the game to hand off, throw a pass, hand off. When he came back in, they knew he wasn't 60%.
Griffin's very first run, when he had that lane,
and he went outside.
Ooh, I'm just going to keep running over here out of bounds. There you go. You hurt the team with that right there.
And kudos to Russell Wilson, because he did do a kick-ass job. He did. But I think the Redskins win at up 14-3. Shanahan jerks him out and goes, dude, you did great. You're fine. You're done. Kirk, get in there and manage the game, because I think the defense was still up.
Seattle defense, once they were up, they just released the dogs on.
They started blitzing.
Yeah.
And there was nothing he could do. There was nothing he could do. He could not have won that game. But I think if he would have got in there when the momentum was up, fans were up, everybody was up, I think that's a big.
They should have just injected him with something, doped him up or something.
That's what I'm saying.
They do it. You know what? Let's see what somebody else has to say.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very first Hot Hollywood Minute.
Thanks, guys. I want to talk about Lance Armstrong. After 10 years of everybody accusing him of doping, he's finally going to admit it. He says he is, since he's been stripped of all of his titles, and he owes $12 million in residuals that he's made from all the Tour de France winnings. He thinks that he's going to admit it because he thinks that way he can actually get back into the cycling. I say strip him of his titles and stuff. Who cares? Who cares if he doped or not? I mean, I couldn't last on a bike more than I couldn't even make it out of this driveway here. So I say let him dope, let him do whatever. He's a hell of a man. Oops. Sorry. Censor bleep. Anyway, speaking of doping, little twist with Justin Bieber. Little Twist is a rapper. He doesn't even have a one-hit wonder yet. He is a little prodigy of Lil Wayne. Anyway, he's been hanging around Justin Bieber, tweeting pics of him, his new bud. He was the one driving Justin Bieber's Ferrari whenever the photographer said, oh, I saw him smoking a blunt. Well, they had all these pictures from a party where he is really rolling up, they said, a hand-rolled cigarette. It was a blunt, and there's pictures everywhere. Well, now he's saying he's trying to do better. Justin Bieber's trying to do better. And any pictures that you take at a party are now property of Justin Bieber because he didn't want pictures getting leaked like on TMZ. Anyway, I just don't know what's happening with that little brood. Anyway, what do you think, guys?
One, Justin Bieber, I don't care.
Yeah, who
I
cares?
don't care. But, do you think Lance Armstrong is finally, the pressure is on him that bad to finally he goes, folks, I did it, the greatest elaborate doping scheme ever. I did it. I made a ton of money. They stripped me and everything. I did it.
The whole biking community does it.
They
all
do it. He just did the ultimate to win.
Yeah, it came out that if they would have given it to the next person who didn't dope, number 13 or something would have won. But I'd have watched the story on Dateline or something where the guy that was under him spilled the whole deal, and it was badass.
Well, I look at it like this: Milli Vanilli, you'll do anything to make it to the top, to be famous, to have your 15 minutes of shame. 15 minutes of shame.
Well, he's getting his 15 hours of shame now.
But don't you think that's what America? They will do anything to make it to the top.
Well, I mean, Tiger Woods, they take the blood out, they spin it, they put it back in to try to heal his deal faster. They all do something.
He takes a few things out, spins it around, tries to put it back in.
In a bunch of different places. But, you know.
Well, I have to go one good story before you go to your last one, and it is the Honey Boo Boo story.
Oh, so more drugs and
No. This is not drugs and doping, but it is in that whole deal of that reality, do anything for fame type of deal.
Right.
And it was a story today, and I read it on how much they make an episode. $15,000 to $20,000 per episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately went, oh, Lord, as I started reading how many pigs and chickens that they buy and four-wheel, and I go, what? And the mom goes, I do not want to be one of those reality TV show moms. So she has TLC put the money into the kids' funds, college funds.
5 different ones, right?
5 different ones. They cannot touch it till they're 21. And she said, my husband is a contractor. He provides for the family. I will not live above my means. And the only way you'll see me in a Range Rover or a Mercedes is if somebody else buys it for me.
Well, I knew she kind of had that deal because TLC came in. I think it's TLC.
Yeah, it is.
TLC came in and went, this house is too small. We want to buy you a bigger house. And she went, nah, we're good right here.
Yeah.
So she does have some values. They are a lot hillbilly.
A lot of hillbilly.
They're a lot of hillbilly, but maybe they got some morals.
Yeah, and some a little common sense. Now, I've only could watch 5 minutes of one episode because I cannot handle it. And
But your 7-year-old Honey Boo Boo providing for the rest of the family, she may get old enough and go, oh.
Where my sister's getting all that money from?
Yeah, Caitlin, give me my money back.
Now, I Twitter.
Mhm.
You Twitter.
Yeah.
I Facebook. You Facebook. We both MySpaced. But tell me what happened with Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt went on to Chinese Twitter,
Okay.
which is called Weibo.
Weibo.
Weibo on Wednesdays.
And was not set up, by the way.
So, the number one guy over there is Stefan Marbury. He has 779,000 followers on Weibo.
If y'all don't know who that is, he has the guy that has $14
Shoes. And they're all, I hadn't seen them in a while.
I haven't
But
either.
they're probably somewhere. He tweets, yep, I'm coming. Yep, it's true, I'm coming. Something along those lines. 14,000 comments, 31,000 forwards. So we sit, crap, that ain't nothing really. Yeah, that's something when you're not allowed in China. After 7 years of Tibet, the Chinese government went, you will never come back to here of the way you portrayed it. So I guess his people went to him and went, listen, he was playing a movie role.
Yeah.
And I guess he's going over there to film something, but, you know, 31,000 forwards.
Or forwards, yeah.
Or re-weebs.
Re-weebs.
Whatever you call them.
Well, I get
Can't
about...
believe Stephon Marbury's that.
He's playing basketball. I get about 30 forwards a month, maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, about one a day.
You know,
yeah.
you don't,
we're
really
rock and
don't
roll.
ever know. We're killing it up here. But
man, I wish we could get Twitter going here a little bit more. And I see more people on Facebook going, hey, follow me on Twitter, I'll follow you back. Like 5 last week, and it was kind of odd.
Well, here.
Because that is the way.
Follow us.
Yeah, and this whole show, I've had our hashtag up. Hashtag
Yep.
Red Sea TV. So let's see if we can't get that Twitter buzz going in
Well,
Waco.
you made the comment that Facebook is on its MySpace leg. Twitter's on its new Facebook
I don't
leg,
think
so
Twitter's ever
stopped.
Because that is the only way that if I want to send a celebrity a message, I can send it to them.
Yeah.
They may not reply
I
to
have
it,
sent a bunch.
but you can send it. Can y'all see that right there?
I have to
Bother
agree.
me.
I have to agree. Remember, January the 19th, it is our Red Sea Sandlot Super Bowl. We are full. We have everybody taken care of.
Yep.
But if you want to come out, have a good time, be a fan, who knows, maybe get put on TV or interviewed or
Want to be a
what's gonna
sponsor.
happen. Yeah, want to be a sponsor. Hit us up. So I think today was a good show.
Yeah, I remember. Remember, Hot Hollywood Minute, Meredith does that every day, not just on Mondays
Yes.
on this show. So be sure and check it out. And until Tuesday,
Till Tuesday. Have a great day.
that's a good band. Remember that band?
That was. Hush, hush. And go Notre Dame tonight.
Yeah.
You want Notre Dame too?
And we'll talk about this after the show. You win three out of 4 years. Do you go to the pros finally? Again.
We're out of here.